Hi guys, it's Steve from Extreme Car Cleaning, and today what I want to cover is what did I miss? Now, when I first started 33 years ago, I was working for friends and family friends and neighbors, and a lot of times they would come up to me and say, well, I kind of wish you had to clean this part, or I noticed this didn't come as clean as I thought it would, and I wrote all these things down. Then I started expanding on that list and adding different things that I thought maybe I should add this to my detail. Now, I didn't have the internet back then, and I didn't have any detail groups I could reach out to, didn't have YouTube that I could go to for information. I was on my own. All right, so I had to rely on myself. So I came up with this on my own to help me do my service better. And remember, I was working all by myself at the time. What you want to do is you want to make yourself a little checklist. And then at the end of your routine, when you're all done, go through your list and double check and make sure, did I do between the console and the driver's seat? Did I do the door pockets? Did I do the little finger grips for the switches? Did I make sure that the door handles came clean? Did I clean them behind the door handle? Did I do inside the fuel door? Did I do inside the trunk? Did I do the trunk channel and the trunk lip? Did I do all that? Did they ask me to do an engine shampoo? And if your detail includes an engine shampoo, I strongly recommend doing that first. Number one, when you do an engine detail, it's going to get crap all over the fenders and all over the windshield. It's going to make a mess. All right. Clean that first. Get that done and over with. Close the hood and then you know it's done. Then I would start at the trunk and work my way forward. Now I would do the trunk lip. I'll do all the area inside the trunk or hatch, whatever the case may be, and start progressively working my way forward. As you're working forward, make sure you go into all the compartments. Make sure that you open everything up. All your cubbies inside, all your coffee cup holders, open every single compartment in there. Check it, clean it, and close it. And that way you know it's been cleaned. All right. Then when it comes time to check it, either use a checklist or have somebody else check your work, because that checklist has saved me more than once. When I'm working by myself, I go back to the checklist and I check to make sure that I've covered everything. There's a lot of things that get missed on these vehicles. Scott Blay mentioned a few things and it stuck with me because I realized how right he was, and I didn't even think about this. Now the fuel door, I knew about that, but it is important you put that down on your checklist, because the fuel door, a lot of people don't open it. They forget, they get busy doing the rest of the service, and they forget to open up that fuel door and clean inside. Another thing that gets missed a lot, I've noticed, and because Scott mentioned it, the mirrors that flip forward, okay? You should flip them forward or back, because in here, there's all kinds of dirt and grime that builds up that doesn't get cleaned. It's important that we do these little things, because these little things add value to our service, because if the customer finds it, it makes us look bad. Other things to look for: if the vehicle's been smoked in, if it's coming to you because it's a biohazard or it's a disaster detail, the vehicle's trashed, or it's let's say a work vehicle. Now there's going to be dust, dirt, nicotine, dog hair, there's going to be stuff everywhere. So in that case, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check your front dashboard through the windshield to make sure that it came clean. You're going to want to check all underneath the hood and make sure all the leaves are gone out of there. You're going to make sure everything else is cleaned out of there. You've got to check your brake and gas pedal. You may have to get in there with a pick and take stones out of the gas pedal, take stones out of the brake pedal. You want to clean it up as much as possible. I use the neck lamps from Snap-on. I also have a hanging light from Snap-on. I also have a spotlight from Ryobi. Get light in the vehicle, whatever you use, okay? Any light is good light as long as you can see. So make sure that you light up the inside of your vehicle really well and you do those areas. Some of the other areas that do get missed, is when you fold the seats forward, if you've got a car right in front of the deck, okay, behind the seats, there's a part there. Now, when you fold those seats forward, a lot of times that never gets cleaned. If you're dealing with a Journey, the Journey's got a compartment in the front seat. The front pad folds forward. There's a compartment in there. You want to check all those areas. Sometimes you're dealing with a smell, and when you open up all these compartments and stuff, you'll start seeing a sticky, gooey mess in there, or spilled milk that got in there, something really nasty. And if you don't clean that area, then the detail is a total failure. You're not going to accomplish what the customer wants. They may have brought the vehicle just to get the smell out, and you made it all look fantastic inside, but the smell's still there. All right? You have to go the extra mile. There's a lot of things you want to check. You want to check your visors. You want to check the mirrors on the visors. You want to check the back of the rear view mirror. That's something that doesn't usually get cleaned. They may get wiped quick, but if the vehicle's full of nicotine, if it's a smoker's vehicle, you're probably going to have to get something a little meatier back there. Maybe a really good microfiber and some APC, and rub the back of that mirror and make sure that it comes clean. There's a bunch of different things inside the vehicle that continuously get missed. I've had vehicles come to me from other detailers that did not come clean, and the customer brought it to me to have me go through it because they were not happy with the service. And usually when it's a third party like that, what's happened is the dealership has sent it out to be cleaned. They weren't happy with the detailer that the dealership sent it to, and then they just skip right over going back to the dealership, and they bring it to me and I clean it. That's not always the case. There is some detailers that work for dealerships that do a fantastic job, but a lot of times when it's a volume shop and it's not a professional detailing shop that specializes in customized detailing and advanced techniques, unfortunately, getting it out the door as quick as possible seems to be the most important point in running their service. I don't run my service like that. I know a lot of you don't either. So if you want to run it at this scale, that's what I would tell you to do. Run at a professional level, get paid properly where we should be getting paid, all right? And make sure that, like I said, you check the vehicle over really good, make sure you go through it. I am not the be-all end-all. I don't know everything, and I'm still learning every day. Do like I do. Follow the people that have been doing this a long time. Watch the videos. Go in the groups. Ask the questions. And find the answers that you're looking for. Okay? So until next time, thank you. Bye.